feeling. Of course, we feel how Devin is feeling. I mean, and you see how he looks. He looks, superb. Everything is well. He's healthy, and a healthy Devin is a dangerous Devin.
There's been a lot of talk in the build-up about Ryan's mental health. What have you made of it? Are you surprised that the fight's still going ahead this close to
listen, mental health is a real issue, a real situation. What I have to do is I have to prepare for Ryan Garcia. That's a very skilled Ryan Garcia, 15-time amateur champion, a fighter with the power. We call it a good night Irene. So the fighter that I'm preparing for is, is different.
You said they're scared, Ryan Garcia. Speaking to Oscar De La Hoya earlier, he's adamant that what happened, the altercation up on the top of the Empire State Building, for them they see it as Ryan getting underneath Devin's skin. Just your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, of course, if you slap the shit out of anybody, it's going to scare the shit out of them, and they're going to become dangerous. So, I mean, if you mean by that, Ryan now is even more dangerous fighter. He's a scared fighter, and whatever on April the 20th, whichever fighter comes, whether he's he or if he's she, Devin is going to deal with him, dismantle him, and make an end to Ryan Garcia.
Just one more from me, Bill. Obviously, I know Ben Davison and Lee Wiley are still very much involved with Devin, even if they're not here. What type of involvement have I had for this camp?
Always shout out to Ben Davison and Lee. I mean, who always are very much inspirational. You know what I mean, and strategic with us. So we share information, and that's between us. But thank you to them always.
Bill, does it show how much professional Devin is that he's not really too worried about whatever's going on with Ryan Garcia or whatever his mental state? He's fully focused on Saturday night.
I mean, this whole circus here is where Devin, he grew up in this. This is what makes Devin who he is, Devin the Dream. He was built for this kind of shit. So. What you see other fighters, they fall apart, they create other narratives, you know what I mean? But this is home for him. And it's all about the build-up. Hey, see, King? It's all about the build-up for the event on April the 20th. And that's what you see, a focused and healthy Devin.
With them being so familiar to each other in the amateurs, I know amateurs and pros are different, and from when they were younger it's much different, but is there sort of some positives that I suppose you could take? Maybe Devin may have some similarities of what you've seen with Garcia before in the amateurs?
I don't know, whatever that he brings to the table, for all the disrespect that Ryan Garcia and his team have shown, it's going to be bad for him. I've told everyone, I said, listen, put your kids to bed or advise them properly, because you're going to witness something that doesn't normally happen in boxing. You're going to see that a man is being sent in to hurt another man. And that's what Ryan Garcia is going to happen with Ryan Garcia.
Ryan Garcia compared to the top guys at 140, Matias, Teofimo Lopez, and the other guys at 140. Where do you rank Ryan amongst those guys?
I mean, I rank him like I rank all the rest of them that stay busy fighting in Devin's quest to the Mount Rushmore of boxing. I mean, we got to go through it to get to it. And it don't matter who it is. I mean, we look at them all the same. You know what I mean? At the end of the night, Devin is going to handicap him, beat him, and make for a great performance. Some going to come forward, some going to back up, you know what I mean? But they're all going down.
Does it impact your preparation at all when you're getting ready for someone who seems to be showing some erratic behavior before the fight, or is that like, doesn't concern you at all?
I mean, of course. I mean, it changed the game plan. I mean, at first, I wanted Devin to go beat him. Now I want him to go kill him. Is that cool with you? Yeah, well, that's what he's going to go do. That's what I told him to go do. Do everything in his power to kill him for all the disrespect. That's what happens. And in New York, ain't no better place than to do it and get away with it. A legal homicide for that suicide that he done.
Do you think it's actually just...
Stephen A. Smith question, why Ryan Garcia is the right fight at the right time? Why would you say this is the right time to face Ryan Garcia?
Well, because, I mean, the guy that calls himself TBE, the best ever, he said that Ryan Garcia was one of the three faces. So we definitely can't get Canelo. And Tank Davis is running from us. So the next person on the list was Ryan Garcia. So we're going to chop his head off, and then we're going to look for Tank. We're going to wait on Tank. Because you can't look for Tank. I think that's what they said, right?
I think that's what they said. I've heard this,
yeah, okay, whatever.
There was a video going around of...
I feel be one of the top promoters right now, because you put it more than hat on for this one.
No, I mean, the hat gonna get bigger as the fighter gets bigger. I got the best fighter in the world, so I mean, my voice is a lot louder than it used to be.
We rocking with you.
That's right, King. I appreciate you.
Do you feel that he's actually...
Huh? I mean, that just means his fat ass is gonna get beat up even more.
last 6 weeks, Ryan. I mean, if you look at this fight, you take it back to the
Well, this is the one that counts. This is what we want to put him in the back, in the rearview mirror, for not just us, but for boxing in general. Put him way back there. And a dominant performance, I mean, you know, with the way that we plan on doing it, you know, it's going to secure what we want.
Phil, after
always make sure that your son is the #1 priority. Do you look at, kind of a hard question, but do you kind of look at the father of Ryan Garcia and saying, you know, maybe they're not putting his message in the hearts of the handshake, the drinking,
well, they did the best job that they could. I mean, but this is elite, on the elite level. You know what I mean? You got to be well prepared, and your team got to tell you the truth. And that's the one thing about a dad and a mom is that they're going to tell them the truth. If they're the most responsible mothers and fathers, like we should be, is to be open and honest with them. And that's what I get. You know, that's what Devin gets from me. I don't know if the Garcias are telling Ryan the truth.
You said Tank Davis is running. You think Eddie will make the fight?
Huh?
Eddie will make the fight?
Make what fight? Man, I don't know. I don't know what Tank them gonna do. I mean, ask Hans. Ask Hans. He got every excuse for Tank them.